Hello, greetings, and welcome back for some more Complete Idiot's Guide to Stationeers with me, 54 Bear, the Complete Idiot. And it's another glorious sunrise here on Mimas. You may notice I have put up a solar panel. It is tracking using the base management IC chip down there. I figured, what the hell, we'll give it a try. Already using power for the chip, there's no sense in not doing it. Although, as you can see, we are getting very little juice. It maxes out, I think, at 63 watts once it gets up to 99% efficiency. And you get sunlight from here until here, and then basically nothing. The little bit you get when the sun comes out down here is about half what we're getting right now. So it maxes out at 63 watts. 10 of them will give you 630. It's probably not worth the effort to build them. But I put it up just to see. Anyway, other base changes. I have put in a little cooling loop thing. It's purely manual. Push or open this lever, fills the pipe up. You go inside, monitor the temperature with the Atmo tablet, and once the temperature is down to somewhere close to room temperature, there is I can't actually see it from here. Now, I'll go inside and show you. There's a back pressure regulator that sucks in or empties out that pipe. It's here. So you have to go around here and point the Atmo tablet at that pipe. Could be automated, but to be honest, this is meant to be the starter base, and I may still, I'm definitely going to expand it out there and build a big greenhouse. Because if you're going to get self-sufficient on Mimas, you really have to go heavy into the gardening, because you're going to be growing lots of crops just to mulch them into fertilizer so you can get some hydrogen. And that, combined with the oxygen that the plants produce, you can convert into fuel and theoretically run gas fuel generator. I don't know how big the garden needs to be. To be honest, I seldom play any world or any game session sufficiently far to get into the big base thing. And plus, the objective of these videos is really an introduction for newer players, show you the kind of stuff that you can do, and general building concepts. This is the script I have. It only uses one pin, and that's for the oxygen filtration thing. I could conceivably have done it using a batch command, but then that means I have to name all the things correctly, and I've got 6 pins. It was just easier to use one rather than separate things off. Anyway, let's just have a little look. So we are defining all the things that we're using to, rather than refer to them by hash numbers. I gave them all a name, set up a few variables that I will be calling during the operation, and set up the temperature maximum minimums and battery maximum and minimums that the script actually uses. So this turns the grow light on and off. This is for the solar tracking. This is a Schmidt trigger for turning the generator on or off. Similar Schmidt trigger for dealing with the cooling valve, and another one for pulling the oxygen out of this room and putting it into storage. That's all that does. Okay, this is the cooling system that I've shown before. It just literally opens this valve, equalizes between the two, and right now the temperature is 95 Kelvin. It doesn't really get much lower than that. I haven't had a single pipe burst, so I think we're okay. If there is any liquid occurring, the drain at the top gets rid of that. And my pumpkin is seeded. Wonderful. Where's my pumpkin seeds? Up there. Right. Then my fridge is full. Been growing lots of oh dear. They can't combine. Yes, they can. Oh, okay. Been growing lots of mushrooms because this is a quick and easy way of getting room temperature carbon dioxide into the system. You'll see I put up a wall here. That's so that it just keeps it in shade that bit longer. If I turn my light off, you can see they're pretty much in darkness the entire time. I think this grow light probably needs to get shunted over one. Don't really know. And I have lots of mushroom seeds. It's always worth keeping hold of the seeds, especially if you're going heavily into the gardening stuff, because you can actually mulch the seeds as well, turn them into fertilizer. Right, the other big change is a further expansion on the furnace setup. Whoops, I have to remember to... Is this still a manual airlock? Always have to remind myself to not waste all the gas. Yeah, so manual furnace has been featured already. No real big changes there. This is my setup for degassing ores. This basically takes gas from the waste gas over here. That's plenty hot enough to do the degassing, and all the oils spit out here. If it's hot enough to actually smelt them, then it spits out ingots, which is no big deal. If I need partial ingots in here for smelting, I've got a stacker, so I can do that quite easily. Also has the advantage that you could actually combine them into ingot sizes of 500, so you don't need quite so much storage space. But the main purpose of this is for dealing with solid fuel. So let me see if I grab one of these. Does that have... Yeah, that's fairly empty. So I'm going to grab a load of these, and we are going to make some solid fuel, because solid fuel gives you twice as much bang for your buck as regular coal does. I shall leave 4 there, so I've got enough to be able to make some steel. Now, I mean, I could do the degassing in here, but to be honest, this is just as convenient. So, show the process. I'm first of all going to degas some stuff. So, we're empty right now. I'll turn on these. That will actually fill up the room in here, get it hot. And the back pressure will stop it from overpressurizing, in theory. Don't need that much. Right, let's do the silicon first. Oops. Okay, now all my coal has been degassed already. These were just new ingots that I'd got. So I've actually finished with that process. Because we need hot hydrogen from here and it has to be pure hydrogen, I have to drain this back into the waste tank. So it will take a moment to do that. Oh, and you may have noticed I'm in hard suit. I did print up all of the super alloys. I forgot, and when I did the video of it, I forgot to do the last one, wasp alloy. That actually proved to be the most difficult because it was kind of tough to get the furnace cold enough. In the end, I broke out the window to actually have the furnace cool down itself. So yeah, I may have to work on that. Wasp alloy could be a bit of an issue. Basically all my gases are too hot for it. Either that or I run out. Might be possible to speed up this draining process by adding a back pressure regulator as well. I think there are some circumstances where a volume pump is very good at moving gas, but as the pressure gets lower, they get less and less efficient or less effective. So sometimes a back pressure regulator works faster, so there are times when you maybe need to have both of them operating in tandem. I have to wait till it's completely empty. I've never tested it with an impure mixture, but the Stationepedia says it has to be pure, so I'll believe it. So we turn that off. So in here I have my hot hydrogen, which is very hot. Only has to be 900 Kelvin, so that's all good. And let's see, we'll set that. Actually, we'll crank it down a little. Just get it into the green. Well, it's over a megapascal. Let's see. Yeah, 1,500, it should be good. Right, now make certain that's closed because I'd like all these to combine. Alright, temperature's dropped a little. Oh, the pressure's dropped a little. Oh, hotbox is 1.17 K. So the hotbox is a little cooler, so I'll probably have to run in a little bit more, but rather than run the risk of over-pressurizing, I will get all the ores, or all the gases, all of the coal pre-done. Just going to check that there's nothing else in there. It was entirely possible I may have screwed something up and actually not degassed something, but so far I think we're okay. See, one of the advantages of degassing ores generally is when you throw them in, it doesn't increase the pressure. Right, well, that's all the stuff I'm going to do from there. So let's check. So we're plenty hot enough, we just need to get it up to over a megapascal. So tiny little bit, green light, and there we go. 400 grams of solid fuel. So that lives in here. I rejigged this a little so you have, or I've got glass chutes so I can see the stuff in there, and you'll see there is an LED display there that is reading, again through the batch commands, it's reading the value of the import slot or the quantity of the import slot, so I know how much I have in there. There was a stack of 500, it's now down to 409. It lasts a long time. So now the battery will drain down because I'm very bad at turning things off. I turn it on, walk away from it and leave it turned on. Bad habit to be in, but you know, I'm nothing if not lazy.
Power low.
And there we go, right on command, power low warning. Anyway, so that's where we are at the moment. I have the center lenses. I have the other chips for it, and the heavy mining drill, and I've really got everything I need. Have to remember to turn this puppy on. I am going to have to go mining because I'm pretty much out of iron. Yeah, and could do with a lot more cobalt in case there are more super alloys that need to be mixed. Interesting, that pressure is dropping quite a lot. Temperature's the same. Wonder if I get information on how much it's radiating. Well, convecting 71 joules. Kind of surprised at that. But we'll preserve it anyway by pumping it all back out, because it will stay hotter in here. This pipe analyzer is just working on the manifold that feeds into the furnace. This pipe is just connected to the output because you can pump stuff in and pump it out in the output. Interesting. That actually cooled down faster than I was expecting, or it dropped pressure faster than I was expecting. Not really certain why that should be. It's not like there's any holes in this. Anyway, I'm off to do do the good old-fashioned diggy stuff. Does not make for good content, so I will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about this setup or anything I've covered so far, please feel free to leave me in the comments, and I will do my level best to remember to respond. And if you're very lucky, I may actually be polite. So, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you in the next one. 54 Bear out.